nice little Melbourne flavour as well in the last hour of this program, headlined by our next guest who will join us very, very shortly. He's a star.
Oh, yeah.
And
good bloke
he's been doing it for a long, long time, and he is ready to go. If he's not their best player, he's in their best five, even though he's getting a little bit older now. He's their forward who kicks goals for fun. His name is Jake Melksham. Jake, thanks so much for your time on Fireball. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
How's the pre-season been?
Kane, I'm not here to talk about the pre-season, man. I'm here to talk about making sure you get this membership sorted.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
He's come out all guns blazing.
Yes,
has
I
he?
like
Well,
it.
Don't worry about the pre-season. We'll talk about that later. We'll get this membership done.
Okay, well, it's funny you say that because I received a lovely package, as did Kingy, who's holding up a beautiful Melbourne jumper right now to the cameras. I got myself beautiful T-shirt, a terrific jumper, good merch, and a nice hat, which I'm wearing now, which I appreciated. So thank you, and I did love it. I loved it, Jake. There is some propaganda that gets chucked out in the pre-season every year, but Melbourne's was the best of that, and this ad was magnificent. So why don't we do something here? I've got a bit of a deal for you. Are you open? Are you open to my suggestion?
I am open. Go ahead.
So all the talk and all the hype is around the Saints this year and what they've done in the off-season. Melbourne open up their season against the Saints in round one. It's to be a huge game at the MCG. Well, there's going to be 70,000 there. If you happen to knock them off, Jake, I'll wear this Melbourne hat with no shirt, a walk and talk through the streets of Melbourne. I'll buy my membership, and not only that, I'll encourage everyone else to buy theirs as well. Is that a fair deal?
You know, that sounds like a fair deal. I'm getting a little concerned about how much you're promoting the shirt off stuff, but
Fair.
as a guy that likes taking my shirt off a bit myself, I'll get around it.
It's annoying. The pair of you are annoying, to be perfectly honest, with the shirt off activity. Family membership would be more what I was thinking.
Okay, right.
Hey, Jake, how have you done this, mate? How have you been able to play 10 years at Melbourne after being, 5 or 6 at Essendon? How have you been able to find form late in your career like this?
I'll actually reflect on this a little bit, King, because I would never have thought that I'd be playing at this age, particularly after having a little bit more of adversity the further along my career has gone. So when I did my knee back in 23, I sort of just manifested within myself that this is not going to be the last of me and I'm going to come back a better player. And I worked pretty hard through that rehab period, and you don't forget how to play footy. You just got to make sure that your body is right when the time comes. And, I'm just trying to improve every year. I've played the last 4 years as if it's been my last, which has probably showed. And I'll do the same again this year, and we'll see what happens at the end of this year.
Now, I'm only going to touch on I know you're going to talk pre-season, but when you see these young kids taking over in the middle, life after Petrarca and Oliver, it looks really healthy when you see Windsor and Langford and these guys going in.
Oh, it's so healthy. I think what those boys have done throughout the past 3 or 4 months has actually really surprised me, because you've always got those question marks, how are we going to replace some great players that have played at our club. And what they've done has actually been fantastic. Like, we've got Windsor in there who's breaking the game open with his speed and his dash, which we've seen glimpses of on the wing and half back. And then you've got a 20-year-old in Harvey Langford that's got the body of a 30-year-old, and he's powerful and strong, and he's got that big left foot. So there's certainly some young talent there that is going to be at this club for the next 15 years. You'll be talking to them in 15 years' time at my age, no doubt about that. And they'll have had some illustrious careers, that's for sure.
You're no nonsense, Jake. What do you make of the new rules and how have it worked at training and been adjudicated with the umps out there?
Look, you're probably talking to the wrong bloke about these rules, Kane. I know that there's the last touch in between the arcs, and I know that Max is not happy that he can't do his thing in the middle anymore. So I think what we've done in training with the last touch is just because it's such a transition game at the moment already and it's so fast-paced around the ball, that's going to just add another layer of fatigue, which guys are smart enough, teams are smart enough to have other methods of play to slow the game down and maybe own the ball for a little bit longer or not have to defend for as long. But it's going to be quick and it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. But I think it'll be one of those rules that in the middle of the year we'll be talking about it as a positive.
Do you expect to be playing with Stephen May again?
Big bruiser. We've not been told a heap about Stephen at the moment. He's on personal leave. He's dealing with some things personally, obviously. We hope that those things can get sorted and that everything, comes out fine. But the players actually haven't been told a heap. It's been dealt with through Alan Richardson and the admin and the hierarchy. So I can't really tell you much more than that one, Kingy.
No, and that's a great answer. Would it change much about your upcoming season, whether that player's there or not there? What sort of effect does it have on the group? I mean, I'm just watching you train the other day. We're out there with Richo, and he's running me through what the young kids are doing and where you're going as a club. And it's a reset of sorts. Would it make any difference, do you think, to the group if he's there or not?
Well, Maisie's a super experienced player. He drives high standards down there. He expects to win. He wants to win. He's a winner, and there's no doubt that has a positive impact around our younger guys down there, and he drives a standard with that. But like we mentioned earlier with the midfield and, Petrarca and Oliver leaving, we've got young upcoming defenders. Daniel Turner is one of those who's trained super all summer. He's signed a long contract extension with us, and he's one of those guys that will be looking to take Maisie's spot eventually, whether that's now or in a year's time or whatever that looks like. The club are well equipped to fill any void.
Who do you reckon's the next captain of Melbourne?
Yeah, that's a good question, Kane. I think they've announced the leadership group. I think there's about eight guys that we've sort of got in that leadership group underneath Max and Jack as captain and vice. Who have you guys seen that leadership group?
I'm just reading the announcement now.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying.
Jake's just making sure that he's not declaring the leadership group.
Nah, just
lost a bit of confidence.
Well, you'd be able to guess it anyway.
It just speaks to the fact that Max Gawn and Jack Viney have been selected to lead the team in 26.
Yeah, they're definitely the best two people to lead the charge this year. But we've got some young, really, really good young leaders. Trent Rivers has come along really well. Again, Daniel Turner's another one that's in there that will start to lead. Jacob Van Rooyen, he'll get himself going this year, and he's a great leader. There's probably 6 guys that are there that the club are wanting to take that next step and to grab it by both hands. And Jake Lever's another one who's been around for a while who would certainly be putting his hand up, I think, down the track. So there's a lot there, but I get where you're going with it. We've had Max for a long time and Jack for a long time, and everyone's getting a little bit older, so we've got to have these young guys starting to come through.
New coaches come in and being down there and having a quick look, you can see that he's changed the way you want to play. So forget the on-field stuff for a minute. What's he like off-field? Like it's a relationship business now. What's he like for you? What's the relationship between you and the new coach like? And just let us in a little bit.
He's super relaxed, Kingy. And I'm talking about Stephen here, not you, not yourself. Sorry. Yeah, he's just really relaxed. Like, I think he set the tone. We went on our camp to Bright just before Christmas, and we had a 25-minute team meeting around the game plan. And he said, boys, if any meeting goes for any longer than this throughout the year, come tap me on the shoulder. I don't want to be sitting in here looking at X's and O's all the time. I want there to be no anxiety around the program. It's just been a fresh outlook for the club and for the players. And early on, it was a little bit of a honeymoon period, and we were feeling really good about everything, and we still are. But now games are rolling around, and we're starting to ramp things up a bit now and get prepared for round 1 against the Saints.
You would have been so sick of being asked about the connection between the mids and the forwards over the last, 4 years. You spoke of the game plan. Can you give us a hint into some subtle changes that he will make?
We're definitely still working on forward connection. That's always going to be there. But I think when we mentioned earlier around this young brigade of midfielders that are coming through, we're just going to inject more speed into the game through having those guys around the ball. We'll have Cozzy doing his thing in there as much as possible. And then, Windsor, Langford, Jai Cully's another big body that will come in there that's a young player who will just inject speed. And it's just, the game's a transition game now. I don't think you're going to see much of the old Melbourne, down the line to max as much. I don't think any team really does that too much anymore. So it's transition, quick footy, get it in there and try and lock it in. That's about it.
New sponsor on board, always a positive sign. Drivers Depot have gone on board, back of the jumper.
Yeah, Drivers Depot on board. I'm not sure if you guys know about Drivers Depot and what they do, but they've actually designed a business to help truckies run their business smarter. So it's a platform that puts all their costs, their fuels, their tolls, their payments all in one place, so they save money. And they've got less admin to run their business. Kingy.
Nice.
If that's not one of the best plugs you've ever heard by a player, I'm not sure what
That's
is.
a good
that
sell.
might be the best sell I've ever heard from a current player.
Are you working for them or something, Jake?
I wouldn't mind a bit extra on the side, Kingy, I won't lie.
Hey, mate, we love chatting to you. You're always generous. Can you
Beauty.
pass on my thanks to the team for sending through the magnificent merch, and we'll see how you go in round one. That's going to
Wish you all. At your age, Jake, we just want you to have a clean run at the year, mate, and put it all
Thank
together
you.
again like you did last year.
Absolutely. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you being in the corner.
Good on you, mate. He plays with heart and soul and with passion and stands up in big moments when often the team needs him to. Jake Melksham, our guest